I just say that we are so glad that you've asked us back.
Well, we quite liked you last time.
Quite right.
Yes, but don't get overconfident. We still have a lot to prove.
Right, yeah.
Have you thought of something good to do?
Well, we think so.
Get on with it then.
Right, yeah, but wait.
What?
You won't go disappearing this time. Yes, no more practicing ballet runs.
All right, we'll watch you. So, get on with it.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Boys and girls.
we would like to present you with an A to Z of Shakespeare.
All 26 letters of the alphabet with a Shakespearean twist.
And in true Gold Company style, we are going to do this in just 15 minutes.
And after March, we know you know we can do it.
So here we go.
A is for approval. Like many young playwrights of his age, Shakespeare needed his audiences to approve of his plays.
It didn't like them that they wouldn't watch them, which would lead to no money to pay the many bills that came with making theatre.
Theatres aren't cheap, you know.
Approval from the formidable and often bad-tempered Queen Elizabeth was even more valuable. Luckily, she was a fan and championed both him and his writing.
B is for bubble, one of the many words Shakespeare invented.
If you've been paying attention last time we performed here, you know it was over 1,700.
Particular highlights from his many creations include bump, buzzer, drug, dwindle, gossip, gloomy, and my particular favourite, swagger.
Who would have thought that Justin Bieber and Cher Lloyd would owe so much to the great bard?
C is for curtain call. This happens at the end of the play and is perhaps better known as the bow. The RSC, that's the Royal Shakespeare Company, have a particular style of curtain call. It's the hop, run and bow version, and it's a delight, so we thought we'd entertain you all with it. All together, 1, 2, 3.
D is for Danish prince, otherwise known as Hamlet, the central character of the most widely performed play in the world.
To be or not to be? That is the question.
It is also Shakespeare's longest, taking 4 to 5 hours of performing and cut.
There is nothing either good or bad, but thinking makes it so.
Famously, Shakespeare appeared in the Globe production of Hamlet as the ghost of Hamlet's father.
My hour has almost come, when I, to tormented in sulphurous flames, must render up myself.
E is for epitaph. Shakespeare died in 1616 at the age of 52, a relatively long life for someone living in London at that time, as the average life expectancy was 35. The epitaph on his tombstone, which he wrote himself, is:
Good friend for Jesus' sake forbear, to dig to dust enclosed here, and blessed be the man that spares these stones, and cursed be he that moves my burdens.
F is for full.
A familiar type of character in Shakespeare's plays are the peasants or covered people who use their wits to outdo characters of a higher social standing.
Famous fools in the comedies.
Plays with a wedding at the end.
Our festing 12th night and touchstone in As You Like It.
A fool, a fool. I met a fool in the forest, a motley fool, a miserable world. As I do with my food, I met a fool, who laid him down and basked him in the sun, and railed on Lady Fortune in good terms, in good set terms, and yet a motley fool.
Often, scenes featuring fools were comic relief after particularly horrific scenes in his tragedies.
Plays with a stage.
Rest is silence!
Plays with a stage full of dead people in.
For example, the gravediggers after Ophelia's suicide in Hamlet, or the porter after the murder of King Duncan in Macbeth.
The Scottish play.
Oh, indeed. My mistake. The Scottish play. But more of that later.
G is for globe.
An open-air theatre where Shakespeare and his company of actors performed their plays. It was built in 1599 in Suffolk on the south bank of London's River Thames by Richard Burbage.
And had 3 stories of seating, which meant it could hold up to 3,000 spectators.
On June 29, 1613, the Globe Theatre burned down during the performance of Shakespeare's Henry VIII. The theatre was then rebuilt with a tile roof, but closed by the Puritans in 1664.
A modern reconstruction of the theatre, named Shakespeare's Globe, opened in 1997 as a production of Henry V. It is an approximation of the original design.
H
H is for hometown. The famous Stratford-upon-Avon, where you can visit Shakespeare's birthplace, the house where he courted Anne Hathaway before they married.
I dreamed a dream in time gone by, when hope was high and life worth living.
Not that halfway.
And seen his plays performed by the Royal Shakespeare Company in their very own theatre.
All together. 1, 2, 3.
I is for insults. Shakespeare was brilliant at them. I is also for indulgence, and this coincidence has inspired us to indulge in some of those insults.
Thou art as fat as butter. Thou art like a toad, ugly and venomous. More of your conversation would affect my brain.
You starveling, you elbow skin, you dried meat tongue, you bull's pizzle, you stop.
There's no more faith in thee than in a stewed broom.
I scorn you, good companion.
When thou is a candle, better burnt out.
Away, you mouldy rogue. Away.
You are not worth another word. Else, I'd call you knave.
There are hundreds more where they came from. Google them, they're great.
Okay, everyone, come around.
J is for Juliet.
Ugh, I hate Juliet. Sorry? I hate Juliet, but she's one of the greatest romantic figures of all time. No, not to me. I've got no time for her. Not at all. I don't understand. Right. Well, I'll explain it to you. 1. She meets a guy at a party and decides she's in love with him and they should be together forever. 2. He then turns out not to be as wonderful as she first thought when he kills her cousin, so she gets all in a fuss about that. And then 3. When Romeo gets banished, she's devastated. Cue an even bigger fuss and carry on. 4. She's only 13 and has a whole life ahead of her, so there's no excuse for being so pathetic over a blow. 5. To solve it all, she thinks the best idea is to pretend to be dead, which is stupid, because when Romeo wakes up, Romeo comes in and thinks she really is dead, because he didn't get all the details about the plan. He kills himself. So when Juliet wakes up and realizes what's happened, she kills herself too? Ridiculous. As I say, no time for her.
Praise the kings.
Who populated Shakespeare's history plays, which were
Loosely based on real people.
there were loads of them in Shakespeare's back catalogue, and most of them were either called Henry or Richard.
It's worth noting that Shakespeare had to tread very carefully when writing plays about kings or queens. This was in case the current monarch thought he was saying something critical about them, which would amount to treason and result in a death sentence.
Off with his head! L is for lost plays. In addition to the 37 that survived for many centuries from Shakespeare they wrote them, experts believe there are others that may have been lost. The 2 most discussed of these plays are Love's Labour's 1 and Cardenio. Although it isn't likely that these will ever be found, this does not stop scholars from dreaming. Imagine the delight of finding a completely new Shakespeare play.